Obviously, it's not as easy as just taking college classes or self-study.
안녕하세요, 크리스 ratedt.s.m입니다, and welcome back to 한국어 먹이래요, Korean Thursdays. And we're going to be starting our whole new Preparing for Korea series, so let's get right to it. Even though I have not been to Korea before, I do have 1-2 years worth of formal and informal, and by formal I mean I have done research projects and studies underneath my belt, and I have also had the accounts of both Korean Koreans, Korean Americans, non-Korean Asians, and non-Asian foreigners who have spent time in Korea before. So I do think that that'll be helpful. Not only that, I think that since I have done as much research, that it'd be nice to have just a video where I can condense all of it for you guys. Not just one, but several, obviously. So the first thing I'm going to even be talking about is making sure that you research the country before you go. When I talk about research, I don't just mean research in the sense of just doing culture research. I mean research for pretty much everything, whether it be where you want to stay, what you want to do, and all of that stuff. But I mainly want to focus on culture because that's the thing that's most important when you go to a country that's different from your own. I will just be giving 2 examples, but when it comes to speech mannerisms and body language, things that I've heard from Koreans is that people just can be very inappropriate, whether it be with language. They just say things in the casual voice, whether it be meetings or just talking to elderly people. Certain things are fine, and there are certain casual things that you say, but for the most part, the speech mannerisms need to not be casual. And another thing would be that when people hand and give you stuff, or you receive things, you're supposed to do it with 2 hands. Giving with 2 hands, receiving with 2 hands. I'll be getting more into this kind of stuff in another video, but that's just an example of things that you need to research. And let me explain what the adverse effects could be. In short, a lot of people have issues or difficulties in the country because of the fact that they don't really know what they're doing and they didn't do any research. And it's clear to me that if they had done some research, they would have been better off, would have had a better time, and not spent as much time with other foreigners and maybe more time with Koreans, which is why it's important to do research. I can't go on forever about how much research you do or need to do because of this. You're never going to be 100% prepared, and you need to accept that. In life, no matter how much you prepare for anything at all, you will never be 100% prepared, whether it be giving birth or just moving to another country. 1, you know a limited amount of people, and number 2, there's only a limited amount of information on the internet. No matter how much we want to think that, oh, well, there's an infinite amount of sources. No, there just isn't. Even with 1 to 2 years worth of research, I still learned 3 new things about the culture and the people last month. And then not only that, when it comes to the people that I talk to, obviously they have their own limited and finite experiences. And there are a lot of people on the internet who clearly didn't know what they were doing, who are saying, oh, maybe I'll do that. But then I learned later that maybe I shouldn't do that from other people. Because there are people who, when you do research and you watch YouTube, there's just people who haven't prepared, and you have to be mindful of that. Now, on to the last and final topic of the video. We're going to be talking about preparing by learning Korean. The best thing you can do to prepare for Korea is learn Korean, right?
Obviously, it's not as easy as just taking college classes or self-studying.
Before we continue, you must listen to this, if nothing else, in this video. For all the delusional people, or all the people who are about to or currently deluding themselves, please know that after 1 summer, 1 winter, or 1 to 2 semesters of taking beginner level courses at a Korean university, that you're not going to be fluent in Korean. Do not think that just because you know some Hangul, some Korean phrases, among other things, that you're going to get in a level above beginner when you get to Korea. Also, please understand that just because you took 1 to 4 semesters of Korean at university does not mean your university, these Korean courses, were worth anything. My university's Japanese courses are pretty much worth nothing. So please, I beg of you, if you listen to nothing else in this video, please listen to that.
Upstairs, room has white rug.
Now, when it comes to the college classes, since you have those textbooks, do not just sit around all summer, okay? Finish up those textbooks, buy more textbooks, and go online and look for a lot more stuff. And maybe even bring those textbooks with you to study on the plane instead of just watching movies and all that stuff. I know, sounds boring, doesn't sound very fun, right? But it's all for a greater purpose. If you, like me, don't have a college that has courses and can't afford to go take courses at another college, then self-studying is going to have to be your route. Don't just learn Hangul
or just basic phrases if you're going to be going in the semester, because obviously your college courses probably end in April or May, so you have the whole summer. And even if you're working, that's not really much of an excuse in my opinion. You can spend all that time that you're not working, among other things, to be studying as hard as you can. There are a lot of resources and textbooks online, and I personally have completed 6 textbooks so far, and I have about, I think, 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 8 textbooks left that I think I should be able to finish through the summer. So not all resources are going to be good, not all resources are created equally, but do the best that you can, because it's really going to help you out in the long run. Now, these are the 3 most important things that you need to do to prepare, in my opinion. So first, you need to do lots of research. Then you need to make sure that you can prepare with all that research as much as you can, and understand that you're not going to be 100% prepared no matter what. And also, the last thing you need to do is make sure that you prepare by learning some Korean and understand that you're not going to be fluent at all. I also forgot to mention earlier that one thing you need to understand, if you're going to subscribe to a YouTube channel and just go watch someone's entire experience, they might not be consistent, because I've seen lots of people who they'll post a couple of videos and then just post no more. So, and I have subscribed to some of those channels before and then been disappointed that I couldn't see the rest of their experience. So you do need a wide range of experiences. You also need to see a wide range of good people and bad people doing good and bad things in Korea. So please also do that, because I've seen YouTubers doing bad things or having the wrong idea about what Korea should be like, which that might be the topic of my next video, of being a good foreigner or a bad foreigner in Korea. Now I need to get back to studying Korean and Japanese. So, 안녕히 계세요, critics.